There's something about ghost stories that captures our imagination, and when it comes to haunted objects, there's nothing quite like a ghostly car to send shivers down your spine. From phantom drivers to inexplicable accidents, haunted cars have long been the stuff of urban legends and folklore. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the stories of these ghostly vehicles are sure to make you think twice before getting behind the wheel. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the 10 most haunted cars in the world and the eerie tales that surround them. Buckle up and get ready for a spooky ride. Number 10. Franz Ferdinand's Graf and Stift Limousine. The Graf and Stift death limo is infamous for its association with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, an event that many believe sparked the beginning of World War I. However, even discounting its role in history, the car has a dark history with a high number of deaths and injuries linked to it. After stalling outside a cafe where one of the assassins was present, the Archduke and his wife were shot and killed, but they would not be the only ones to meet their demise in the car. Several subsequent owners experienced accidents or even madness while in possession of the vehicle, resulting in a total of 13 deaths. Today, the car is on display in a museum, serving as a haunting reminder of its deadly past. Number 9. President Kennedy's Lincoln Limousine. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy was a traumatic event in American history, and the car in which he was riding at the time, a navy blue 1961 Lincoln 74A convertible known as SS X100, became the subject of a legend. Despite being heavily modified with over 200 alterations, the car was not equipped with bulletproof protection, and Kennedy was fatally shot while riding with the top down alongside his wife. The car continued to be used by the government for 8 more years, during which time it was outfitted with bullet-resistant glass and other safety features for the next president, Lyndon Johnson. However, rumors of the car being haunted began circulating after it was retired to the Henry Ford Museum in 1978, with sightings of a mysterious gray figure often reported near the car. These rumors persist to this day. Number 8. James Dean's Porsche. James Dean's fatal car accident in his Porsche 550 Spyder sparked a legendary curse. After George Barris sold parts of the wrecked car to 2 doctors, they each crashed and one died. Barris donated the car to the California Highway Patrol, CHP, for warning to reckless drivers, but the car continued to cause trouble. The garage where the car was stored burned down, it caused a fatal accident while being transported, fell off its trailer 3 times, and injured thieves who tried to steal its parts. The car mysteriously disappeared during its journey back to California in 1960 and has not been seen since. Number 7. Bonnie and Clyde's Haunted Car. The Bonnie and Clyde car is a must-have on any list of haunted cars. Bonnie and Clyde were notorious gangsters during the Great Depression era who robbed banks and left a trail of blood behind. They were finally tracked down by the FBI in 1934 in Louisiana and killed in their Ford V8, which became known as the Death Car. The car toured carnivals, fairs, and racetracks after the incident and is now on display in a museum in Nevada. The car's bullet-ridden and blood-stained appearance gives many an uneasy feeling, and it is considered one of the most famous cursed and haunted cars of all time. Number 6. Number 7. London Bus. The presence of a red London bus is usually a comforting and familiar sight to most English drivers, but this was not the case for one unfortunate driver in 1934 who was killed when his car exploded into flames after colliding with the Phantom bus. The bus appeared out of nowhere and drove straight towards the driver, causing him to panic and crash into a wall. However, during the investigation, several witnesses came forward to testify about the existence of this ghostly vehicle, which was seen by many Londoners between the 1930s and 1990. The Phantom bus was an unlit and unmanned number 7 bus that drove in the center of the road, narrowly avoiding collisions with other vehicles. It always appeared at 1:15 a.m. around Cambridge Gardens, a time when no buses were scheduled to be in the area. After causing panic amongst drivers, the Phantom bus would vanish into the night without a trace, leaving the police baffled. So what exactly was this mysterious vehicle? Number 5. The most evil car in America. A 1964 Dodge 330 earned the nickname Most Evil Car in America for reportedly causing the deaths of over a dozen people. Originally a police car, each of the 3 officers who drove it went on to commit murder-suicides, leading people to believe the car may have been possessing them. Wendy Allen, the next owner, experienced strange occurrences such as the car opening its doors and jamming its steering wheel. Members of a church vandalized the car to stop it from being used, but many of them ended up decapitated or struck by lightning. In 2007, a child who touched the car supposedly killed his family, leading church members to chop the car into pieces and send them to multiple junkyards. The car has not resurfaced since. Number 4. Black Volga. The Soviet limousine that terrified people in the 1960s and 70s was believed to be driven by Satan due to strange occurrences like disappearing children and sudden appearances of tire rims and ram's horns. Although it could be dismissed as propaganda, reports of 2 girls being sucked inside the Black Volga and a witness finding the front of the car completely empty make it difficult to explain. The mystery of the car and the abducted children may never be fully uncovered. If you're already enjoying the video, then you won't want to miss out on our future releases. By subscribing to our channel, you'll stay up to date with all of our latest content, and you'll also be supporting us to keep creating more videos. Your subscription means a lot to us, and we truly appreciate your support in helping us to grow. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now and become a part of our community. Number 3. Haunted Megane. In 2004, a Renault Megane in Cape Town, South Africa, moved uphill twice without anyone starting it, leading witnesses to believe it was possessed by a ghost. Renault representatives were skeptical and claimed that the witnesses must have been mistaken. The car owners denied the possibility of keys in the ignition and an active parking brake. While Renault attributed the movement to a rusty starter cable, the revving engine remains unexplained. Some still believe the car was haunted, but unlike other haunted cars, it didn't harm anyone and seemed to be playful. Number 2. President Lincoln's funeral ghost train. Picture this. Driving at night down a New York State highway, a thick black fog swirls beside you, and a ghostly train overtakes you without a sound. You catch a glimpse of skeletal soldiers in Union uniform flanking a coffin before the train disappears into the distance. There are no tracks or other signs of the train. When you arrive home, you notice your car clock is 6 minutes behind. According to legend, you have just witnessed President Abraham Lincoln's funeral procession, which reenacts his final journey from Washington to Springfield every April. The train reportedly causes timepieces to stop, leaving them 5 to 8 minutes behind, and mournful music or a ghostly whistle may be heard. And to make it even spookier, the train never reaches its destination. Could it be that Lincoln's body still hasn't found peace? Number 1. The Phantom Car Wreck of Surrey. In 2002, Surrey police received numerous calls about headlights swerving off the A3 highway. Despite finding no evidence of a crash, they discovered a wrecked Vauxhall Astra and a decomposing body inside. Strangely, the crash had occurred 5 months earlier, leaving police puzzled about the calls they received. The legend suggests that the ghost of the motorist was using the headlights to draw attention to his body and finally find rest. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel to watch more spooky videos.